Right, good afternoon all. Thank you for coming to the second part of the presentation. So my name's Mark Allen. I'm a private label supplier within Metcash, and I will be talking a little bit about Metcash, giving you guys a good understanding of our business, while also at the same time giving you a bit of advice on how to become a private label supplier. So as most of you would know, Metcash is the largest wholesaler within Australia. We currently operate one major DC in each state, and at the same time we have a national DC in Victoria, plus multiple Campbell sites throughout the Australian network. Our majority of our stores are supplied to IGA stores. So we have the Super Value IGA, we have IGA brand, we have our local grocer, Pantry Fresh, Foodland in South Australia, and the Village Grocer. Some of our bigger wholesale customers include Foodworks, Campbell's, Chevron, Friendly Grocer, and BP. We have a very significant store footprint. In total, we have 1,347 IGA stores. As you can see through the product map, a significant amount of these stores are based in regional towns. Metcash as a business generally, IGA is in almost every town. We also are a lot of the times the only grocery store in that town. So when you think about supplying to the Metcash network and the IGA network, a lot of the times your products are the only products that are going to be available in a lot of these small towns. Some of the challenges we face as a business is very long lead times. So as you can see, going up to far north Queensland, regional Northern Territory, or Western Australia, regional Western Australia, a lot of lead time, long lead times, and very costly to get product up there. Private label as a business, we have a lot of commitment. Our first and foremost is to sustainability. So our commitment to quality, safety, and sustainability, locally sourced Australian fresh, and making healthier choices. So these are our three brand standards that we try to apply on the range of products that we have within the private label business. Community Co in particular has a give back scheme where we give back to the local community. So anytime a consumer picks up a Community Co brand, we give part of that back to the local community. Private label is also the fastest growing grocery category. So 3.5 billion or plus 23% in Q4 2023. Globally, private label is at 19.4% share. We can see Western Europe is currently sitting at 36%, with Asia Pacific at about 6%. Currently, as I said before, it is in double-digit growth year on year in the Asia Pacific region. So private label is where we're getting a significant amount of our growth because Australian consumers are moving towards private label. Some of our strategic drivers as Metcash in private label, first and foremost, is customer first. Outside in, customer first mindset in everything we do. Second thing is having a shopper-led range. Having the right products at the right price drives consumers into store. We want to be known as easy to do business with, from reporting to transactions. Easy to do business with as Metcash also helps drive the right price of product into store and the right price for consumers. Effective supplier relationships. So having long-term sustainable relationships with our suppliers is critical, because if we can partner with you in the long term, then we can all benefit from it and have the most cost-effective product going through to the consumer. Efficient and responsive value chain operations. So relentless focus on sustainability, resilient operations, and consistently refreshing our network. And then last but not least, safe, engaged, and empowered people. We very much focus on our people, ensuring that they are always safe always engage, in particular at a logistics level. Customer first. As you can see here, these are all the different points of a supply chain. It is our mantra to ensure that at each one of these points, we are thinking about the customer, from sourcing the raw materials, from working with the supplier to manufacture the product, from ensuring those logistics are moved from using the right logistics to the right distribution to getting the stock to the retailer and then into the consumer's hands. At each stage, we are thinking about how that affects the customer. What is the value chain? Where is the fat that we can strip out? Shopper-led range. And this is a critical part, a critical piece of our private label strategy. If you have the right products at the right price, a consumer will come into store. Our MPD supports sales growth and close known gaps. So we are looking for partners to work with to close those private label gaps. Low prices locked has improved price perception. Historically, IGA was known for having a more expensive private label offering. This has changed significantly over the past few years, with the team driving to have the right costs in store for consumers. Our two main private label ranges are Black and Gold, which every household knows, and no doubt every household would have a Black and Gold item in their house. Then we also have Community Co. The Black and Gold is a value every day. The target audience, budget-conscious shoppers, looking for the lowest price. For Community Co, they're looking for quality, but a cheaper alternative to proprietary substitutes. Black and Gold, 93% awareness with IGA shoppers. And it's also got a 70% appeal with IGA shoppers. For Community Co, 71% awareness, so this brand is growing. 89% savings without compromising quality. So a consumer wants to be able to pick up a Community Co line, save money compared to a proprietary line, without compromising the quality. As part of our shopper-led range, in particular on the MPD and the products that you can offer us, is having that MPD at the right price drives foot traffic into stores, and it's critical for us. We spoke earlier about customer first and having a focus at each one of those touch points. When you think about the sourcing of the raw materials, ensuring that the quality that goes in, but also the cost of that product is the right thought for a private label range. If we can hit the growth at the MPD curve, if we can hit it first, then the product becomes sustainable. It's about introducing products that will be sustainable and that will continue to sell for years to come. Easy to do business with. So for us, to become a private label supplier, the first thing a manufacturer or supplier should do is put through an expression of interest. So on Metconnect, which I will share the link at the end, there is a form to put through which will give you the ability to fill in, say what products you do, just ensure that you fill it out correctly, and then it goes in through an expression of interest. From there, when a tender does come up, let's say for example, we plan on tendering UHT milk, we will pull that database out and say, okay, all these suppliers can provide UHT milk. So you will then be included or asked if you would like to participate in that tender. From there, we'll enrich the lead, so we'll contact you. We will let you know, we're going to include you in this tender. Are you comfortable? Do you want to be included? We'll then convert the supplier. If you're successful, we'll convert the supplier within our system and then go through the general T's and C's, terms, and quality negotiations or certifications if required. Effective supplier relationships. This is, again, another critical piece for us, because if we've got effective relationships with our suppliers, then we know we are supplying the most cost-effective product to our consumers. One of the most critical things to remember about doing business with Metcash is we're not vertically integrated. Where Coles, Woolies, they have complete visibility of their end-to-end supply chain. Metcash does not. Once a product leaves our DC, we don't have visibility of what's in the stores. The stores are franchised, and each store owner operates their stores a different way. They're individuals. Because of this, historically, we've had a lack of visibility to our suppliers. So we were on the very much the low to medium scale of a mature supply chain. But over the past 18 months, we've started to evolve that. We've started to increase our forecast accuracy, increase our visibility, and we've started to get into the more of a medium to high. Our target within the next 3 years is to be a mature, high-end supply chain function. To do that, we need to increase our visibility, increase our transparency around our KPIs, around our expectations of you as our suppliers. We work with you and we work in partnership. This is the Metcash expression of interest form. So if you go onto MetConnect, you'll be able to access this, fill in all the details, enter your products, and give us a really good overview of what your capabilities are. And here are some of our contacts. Once you do become a supplier with us, we've got our E-Trade EDI. All-round information is always on MetConnect. Expression of interest form, also on MetConnect. We also have our supply standards, which gives you a bit of an overview of our expectation on product into DC, what the minimum standards are for those. And there also is a contact list on there for all the private label teams. So if you do work for a specific area, again, back to you, HT Milk, and you want to reach out to us, feel free. We have a contact list there on site. Cool. Thank you.